Go live. Hey everybody, it is Friday night and it's time to fix this phone. This phone looks rough and I'm fixing this one. I picked it because I thought that I was done fixing iPhone 5s. I'm pretty sure the last iPhone 5 that I fixed on live stream, I said, that's it, never again. What's up with my green screen? What is it? Is it this? Oh no, where is that? Man, I cannot imagine how the weatherman can do it. Like, the green screen is hard. Let's see. Does that make it better? Does that make that green spot go away? All right, I'll give up. All right. So this phone went in some olives. How do I know? Because the note is super detailed, which I love the stories that people send in when they send in the detailed notes. So this is an iPhone 5. It's another one. I can't believe it. So we're going to fix iPhone 5. This phone fell in an olive container. The olives were submerged with brine. Now, in case you didn't know what that was, they fill it in for you. Brine is water plus vinegar and salt for several hours. Wait, the olives were submerged for several hours, or the phone was in the olives? Did the phone go in the olives for several hours? Because that's a little weird. But, good news, only the upper half. Only the upper half. I mean, the light does not pick up how rough this phone looks. The bottom half, was fine. Only the upper half of the phone was submerged, but it was off. I only want the data. I don't want this delicious looking iPhone 5, no matter what. Okay, so we've got an iPhone 5. Put it in the rices, says Mal McKee. So we're doing this live, so feel free to comment because I can read the comments today. And we're already off to a pretty lame start because it looks like Mark has stolen my very last magnet mat that I had over here. So that's lame. We will have to put the screws in. Let's see, what could I steal? What could I steal back? We'll have to stick them in the bottom of this. Practical screw management. We're going to stick them in the bottom of this eye socket box. All right. Hi, Jessa. What about iTunes Error 14? iTunes Error 14, you can read all about it in the last video. I doubt that anyone will ever solve Error 14. But if they do, if anyone ever comes up with a way to talk to the encrypted data, decrypted through magic, then I will let you know. I will find out about it. And if you ever hear of anything, let me know. We'll pass the word along. You know, at any time, Apple could say, you know what, we heard that everybody's mad about Error 14, and they could simply wave a magic wand. We could all wake up tomorrow, and Error 14 is gone. That could happen at any time. But knowing Apple, I doubt it. Now, they'll do it if there's significant public pressure. So that means a lot more pressure than there is now. People have to, cry out publicly. Get somebody find a journalist that gets Error 14, get them to write about it. That's what happened with Error 53. Error 53, remember that? One day was just erased by Apple with a big, oops, we're sorry, psych, take it back. Error 53 had been around for a year or maybe 2 years. It had been around forever, long before Apple decided to just sort of take it away. This phone looks salty. Woof, that's pretty rough. All right. Stolen mat. Hide all his flux. I would never do that. Mark has been gone for months, and when he came back, he did not complain at all, not even a word, about how badly we had borrowed things from his station all winter long. Man, this whole place has been kind of a mess because everybody took their station home. Everybody was working from home. I was working from home. And a lot of people still are. So it's, been kind of nice to work from home. Christy's station is all at home. But it means that a lot of stuff is not where you expect it to be. That's for sure. I love you, says Eric. Oh, Eric. All right, let's see if we can. I love the notes when they have that sort of extra level of detail. And you can't even see all the screws in here. It's just crusty. Whoa, look at the bottom under here. Woo, it's the black base of the phone is white. This guy wasn't messing around. This guy, I wonder if he like made his own olives. You ever tried to do that? Like, can you like make a brine and put like olives plain? Is it possible to even get olives that are just like right off the tree, that are not like brined? All right, look at this. Check it out under here. It's supposed to be jet black, but it is not. Man, that's salty. Jeez, you can't even pluck out the flash. Whoa, look at that board. Can you see that? That is, man, I thought this one was going to be an easy one because he said only, what happened to only the top half went in the olives? That's not what that looks like. It looks like this phone itself has become like a stirring stick. So this phone is definitely not going to be a phone again. We're going to give up on that right now. We're going to just aim low. Can we clear up enough of this crud? Which I'm kind of doubting, especially because I'm not sure I have a lot of parts and stuff left for iPhone 5, because I thought that I was done fixing iPhone 5s. Apparently not. iPhone 5s live again. All right. All the green screen dark spot. What's up with that? Is it this? What is it? What is it that you see? What is it? There's nothing there. There's nothing in that space. I don't get it. All right. Under the microscope, let's take a look. All right. Wait until the heat hits it. Well, that is one of the perks of wearing the masks. Nobody's going to get any kind of solder fume asthma anymore. Look at how crusty this is. Whoa. That's bad. I don't know. I don't really have high hopes for this one right now. This one is I thought it was going to be a nice, easy, fun little iPhone 5. I didn't think it was going to be I'm at a loss for word. How do you describe this? This is like something that can only be described as crusty, salt-ridden. It is like a recipe that has a step called coat in salt. Thoroughly coat in salt. All right, we're definitely going to have to take the shields off, and this guy's definitely going to have a bath. Weather girl's telling us it's going to rain salt. Yeah, pretty much. I watched today is our local weatherman's birthday. I found out this morning on Twitter, which I thought was cool, because I still remember going over to the TV station where you get to kind of watch when you take Cub Scouts over there. And I remember doing that with the kids. And I remember thinking, man, that job is hard. It's way harder than you think to get up there and be like, hey, you can watch him every night. And he's like, and we've got a front coming in. And he'll like point at it and he'll look at that. That's some talent. That's far more talent than I have. It'd be far easier to fix this olive phone than to tell you what the weather's going to be for the 10-day forecast. That's for sure. All right. Hopefully it's not so bad under these shields. Did these shields shield this poor phone from the Look at this! Look at that. From the ravages of the olive container. What to do when your phone falls in the olive container? I'm afraid the answer might be give up and just buy a new phone. And whatever vacation memories are on this one, just go on that vacation again. Just make yourself a martini and order a phone online and never look back. Okay, but we don't get to do that. We don't have the luxury of getting to just say, give up now. Oh, owie. All right, so what do we have here? We got a bunch of terrible looking crap. We've got a bunch of salt water damage stuff. We've got salt encrusted, salt coated Wi-Fi. We've got salt all over the CPU, the border of the NAND. We've got a bunch of salty coils. We got salt that's so salty it's growing some kind of salt creatures. I don't even know what that is. Black looking stuff everywhere here. We've got salty looking crystals, salty looking baseband. This is really bad. This is really bad. Olives are clearly the way to destroy a phone. If you don't like somebody, if you've got some kind of an enemy that you need to get back, accidentally on purpose. Look at this. This is really bad. You can accidentally on purpose drop their phone, apparently, into a jar of olives is the single worst thing that you can ever do to a phone, as we are finding out right now. I mean, this look at, like, right here. This would be a great picture for the, I put my phone in rice. So there we go. All right. Go on vacation again. Yeah, so this is for data recovery. We're not canceling our entire weekend to rebuild this. This right here, this front, this just in. My forecast is that this is never going to be a phone. You're never going to call your mom on that board ever again. All right, to the ultrasonic, and I will be right back. All right, let's see. This olive board has not disintegrated while it was in ultrasonic, which is a bit of a shocker. So let's finish giving it a bit. It's going to need a more thorough scrub, right? It's going to need a little bit more scrubby scrub than normal. So here we go. We're going to throw some 99% alcohol on here. And we're going to give it a beating. We're going to give it a brisk desalting. This is a desalination step that we're going to break out just for the olive phone here. All right. Olives are delicious, but not in iPhones, yeah. Your blood won't get enough oxygen if you wear this mask, says Luke. I'm no Dr. Edward. Really, Luke? On what evidence? You know what? I'll bring in from home my pulse oximeter, and we'll see if you're right. We'll see if you're right. Although I really think if that were true, that, all of us have been wearing masks for 12 hours a day all week, would probably have passed out at least once. So far, that hasn't happened. We'll see. Luke, you're right. If I can't fix this piece of crap phone, it's probably because of this mask. You are absolutely right. All right, let's see. Let's see how bad it is now. All right. Did that do anything? Okay, back to the hopefully it's going to look, hopefully it's just going to be just a little bit of, it's going to be all clean. Ultrasonic will clean and it's going to start right up. So let's go check it. Okay, how are we doing now? Oh yeah, look at that. This is pretty much an ad for Crest. This has written itself. This looks like, is it April Fool's Day? Check the calendar. This board has been healed. This is why you got to get the good ultrasonic cleaner. Look at that. I'm pretty impressed. Pretty nice. Still got a little bit of bad caps over there. And so far, so good. Yeah, baby, look at this. Oh, good. I'm going to get to go home early. I love iPhone 5s. Why doesn't everybody use an iPhone 5? Wait a minute. There's a little... some of these look a little beat. But man, that cleaned up great, didn't that? That's pretty sweet. Pretty nice. All right. And now for the electrical exam. All right, so now we get to find out. I'm going to dry off a little bit of the remaining alcohol right here. Give myself a little oxygen. Apparently I'm going to die. According to Luke, I'm no Dr. Edwards. But we'll find out. All right. Those big words like desalination. Come on now. All right. And now we're going to stick it on the DC power supply and find out. Will it actually boot up like normal? Now, iPhone 5 usually gets a lot of damage at the image. Image and backlight really put a hurting on these guys. So let's see. Will it boot? Or will it loop? Or will it cry? Or will it be shy? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Now, I'm still taking ideas. I still need ideas from chat on what to do on the iPad Rehab iSesimos that we're going to order, which I don't think anybody really wants them to say iPad Rehab. You want them to say something about repair, right? So I love the chat idea earlier of it just saying warranty slayer or something like that. What are some other fun ideas that we could have printed on the iSesimos? Well, I look for does this squid even still have a 5 connector? Yes, we're in luck. It does. All right. Jessa, you're my hero. Trolling the trolls and mansplainers. Yes, we like to. We need a good mansplaining every now and then. Oh my God! Guess what? No short on main. I love the iPhone 5. I just want one request for the month of August. Lots of water damage data recovery. All of them iPhone 5. This is incredible. Did you guys see how bad it was? Did you see how crusty? This was insane. Look at it. It's just awful. And now, beautiful. All right, but what happens when we prompt it to boot? Will it hang or will it consume a normal current signature? Let's find out. Oh no! Boo! It's got a short somewhere. Boo! Boo! All right, so it's got a short somewhere. I don't know where. Time to figure out where I put the thermal camera. Here it is. Things are looking up. All right. Your iSesamo should say frickin' fix it. Says frickin' fix it. Now that would be very convenient for frickin' fix it, who could then just buy a couple of them without having to pay the like $1,000 for the customization. I like the way you think, frickin' fix it. I'll keep that in mind. All right, now I gotta find a thermal camera base. All right. How about, I was thinking of having them say just something like proudly unauthorized to repair this device. Something like that. What do you think about that? What would you say, yeah, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get some iSesamos. All right. Because I always thought it was kind of weird how you had to, these cost like $8 and you have to, you buy one and then it comes with somebody else's brand on it. I always thought that was weird. So when we do it, I want it to be something that everybody would like. Everybody would like to show around. All right, so we're going to try to wake up the camera. Jessa, did COVID stop you from checking heat with your face? Yes, it did. That is one of the worst things that COVID has done. It's brought all kinds of terrible loss to the community. And one of them, this week during the course, I had to look for a short by just using my fingers. It was really sad. It was very sad. I tried using my wrist. It's not the same. All right. One day this camera will wake up. All right. Spudge it, don't fudge it. iSesamo should say I do because Apple won't. All good ideas. All right, here we go with the camera. Now let's see if we can make this a little bit more wide. Whoa, is it still there? Yeah, that's pretty good. I didn't know that camera could go back that far. Okay, cool. Now let's see if we can figure out what the heck line is short. So it's not short, or there's a short that's not activated until we prompt to boot. Now this is hard on old people to prompt something to boot that's this tiny, this far away. But I will persevere. Yeah! Figured it out. All right, what's the hotspot? Okay, it says, whoa, that's hard to see. That's the TriStar chip. Oh no, not the underfilled TriStar. No, 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 no. And what do we have going on over here? And we have, let's take a picture. So we've got, oh good, did it burn itself out? Great. So we've got this is the power management chip, and that is going to be getting hot on whatever line is actually the source of heat, which is, I'm not sure. We'll have to look up whatever that is. Now it's just hanging out at 242 milliamps, but the giant short has burned itself out. And let's see, how hot really is it on the yield? Underfilled, right there. I'm not sure. That doesn't really look like it's necessarily that hot. I don't want it to be TriStar because underfilled TriStar is a pain in the iPhone 5. That's like my least favorite. Plus, it takes the special 1608 TriStar, and I'm not sure if I have one of those anymore. That would be... Yeah, I don't think that heat is coming from there. Is it? All right, so let's see if we can do the map the ball method and try to figure out what the heck is under there. So what is it? It's right on the number 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we got to go on a hunt. Okay, now we got to dig up a schematic. Okay, let's see. My iPhone 7 has fallen. Will an ultrasonic cleaner clean a roach-infested console? It depends on how much you love your customer and how much you love your roach-infested device. Yeah, it totally depends. All right, let's see if I can find wherever I put the iPhone 5 schematic. Actually, let's start with ZXW. Let's see if we can find the good old ZXW. All right, come on, ZXW. I love to get done with this phone and get out of here because it's 9 o'clock at night. And I've been here all day. And we've been teaching class all week. And it's time to be done. All right, so let's see if you guys can come with me to see good old ZXW. Where is it on here that I can bring you along? Is it not on here at all? Because that stinks. I don't see it. We're going to have to add it. Add a window. Add a new window and have it be ZXW. And there it is. Hooray. All right, we'll make it big. And let's go to it. ZXW. Now, we saw heat that was right around, like kind of two hot spots, right around here. What's this? Hold key buffer. Now that's possible, right? Hold key buffer. That's a good old U3. Remember that from the iPhone 5 pry damage? This guy got knocked off all the time. And then after that, you don't have any kind of power button. All right, what else could be it? Menu key. Same dude. Main, which is not going to be main. All right, this is a possibility. What's Buck OA LXM? That is going to be, I thought this was one of the CPU lines. All right, so we could check on that because there's two of them. All right, what else would be potentially getting hot around here? Is this what we checked? Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, this guy, which is the other one, main. All right, I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one is short. All right. Okay, so now we're just going to probe around and see if we can figure out which thing is short. How do we get rid of this now? There we go. All right, let's just probe around. What is that tool used for? COVID sounds like a CPU series. What tool? ZXW? We're using it to try to figure out that just because we saw some heat, let's go back to the microscope, because we saw it was acting like it had a pretty serious short circuit, and we saw heat kind of around here, then we could kind of ask, what is the reason that we saw heat there? Something is short, but what? And I don't know what's short. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate some high probability targets. So let's just kind of measure around, because I want to work quickly today. Sometimes quick beats smart. But today we're going to go quick. We're going to go for quick. We're going to say, let's vote the ugliest guys off the island. Well, my multimeter has decided it's got like its voice has changed. I mean, this looks like it can't possibly be good, so let's just get rid of it. There we go. All right. What do we have going on around here? What might be short? Are you short? He says, nah. What else? What other outputs here might be short? We're just going to probe around. See what we can find. See how long it takes for people to ask, why don't we just take the CPU off on an iPhone 5? Now this is what was getting hot, but I don't know. Let's see what the actual ohms are to ground on this dog. 6 ohms to ground on the CPU power. 1 and none. 1 ohm to ground. All right, we got to check that out on a matching donor board. See if that's normal or not. 1 ohm to ground. Those CPU power lines are low, but are they 1 ohm to ground? I don't know. Well, this one looks even rougher than the olive board. All right, let's see. Yeah, 1 ohm to ground seems like it's pretty normal. All right, not it. What else? What about this one? This one looks really rough. Let's see. Let's go back to diode mode on that. Swift Silver says, why don't you just replace the phone? If it ain't broke, there's no need. What makes you think there's anything wrong with this phone? I think this phone's just misunderstood. This phone, it's like just like a martini phone. It just kind of likes to go with a little side of olives. All right. I don't know. There might not be a ton of choices here. Let's get rid of these really ugly ones. Because we had a short, but it kind of went away as it sat there and chugged. Did it burn itself out? I don't know. Let's get rid of some really ugly dudes. Surely we don't need this many capacitors on this phone. Let's just kind of scale it back to something that seems more reasonable, less excessive. Something more minimalist. Let's just redesign it from a minimalist perspective. Now, what's that chip? I don't even remember these guys. Good old iPhone 5. Hardy old iPhone 5. All right. Is that the ugliest? Have we voted the ugliest guys off the island, you think? Let's see. All right. Apple says, if it is broke, don't fix it. That's true. Maybe that could be something for the iSesamo. I need some more ideas. All right, how about you, little bro? You look like you're ready to be dispatched to go on to glory. This phone looks fantastic for what it has been through. This phone looks like it's one of those old ladies that's had plastic surgery and it actually worked. That's what this phone looks like. Oscar donated $100. Oscar, you're my BFF. I'm going to put on the iSesamo. Oscar Garcia is awesome. Thank you, Oscar. I really appreciate it. I love what you're doing here on this channel. Cheers from Los Angeles. All right. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. All right. Now I really have to fix this phone because I don't want to let Oscar down. I don't want him to think, man, what a noob. I can't believe I supported her channel. All right. Let's see. I think that we have really gotten rid of the ugliest candidates here on the Operation Make a Minimalist board. But there's this guy here, though. I really kind of want to remember. What are these two guys? Let's look them up before we try again. We'll see if we need those guys because it's definitely corroded under those two squares. Back to ZXW. Let's go on a hunt and say, what is going on at these two guys? All right, main. PP3V2 codec. So that sounds like audio. Codec enable. That is a little LDO to make some power for something to do with sound. So who cares about that? 1V8 SD RAM. RF reset. That's probably not that important either. All right. So what's under here? Was main under here? Maybe that guy was our short. Maybe. All right. Now that we've kind of done a little bit of phonescaping, a little bit of editing on the design of the beautiful iPhone 5, we are going to see. I thought I was the ugliest candidate here, says Colin. Nah. All right. Okay. So let's go back and see. So we're going to go back to the hand cam and let's check it out and say, do we still have a short? So right now, so far so good. It is holding the pressure of VCC main. Nothing's leaking out. And we are going to prompt it to boot and ask, does it still have a great big short? Does it? Yes or no? It does. It still does. All right, but now we're back to the big short that we can probably actually see. So that's good. So let's get back to the thermal cam and we'll see what we can see. All right, so let's move this and see what we can see. All right. all we have to do is just find out what is this one line that's short and why. What is it that this phone doesn't like? No TriStar. Don't light up. Bad TriStar. Stop that. No TriStar. No. And who's this dude next to you? Who's your friend? Bad TriStar. Oh yeah, now it's a lot more clear. We can see those 1, 2, 3, 4 coils. All right, so that makes it a lot more clear that those. Can you guys see that? Oh, it's too. Oh, why don't I wait for you guys again? All right, here. Let's see if we can trigger that again. A lot more clear on this side, so now we can tell for sure. It's going to be one of these CPU lines. Uh-oh. That's not good. All right, here we go. See that? Can you see it? Now, take a picture. It's the top side coils here, the 2 top side, and then the 2 bottom side over there. That's definitely our line. Okay. Now, to prove it. All right. I'm pretty sure that's one of those CPU power lines. And we're going to have to figure it out. What is the cause? Okay, so let's go back to ZXW. Now armed with that heat information. So what was getting hot was PP1V2 SD RAM. Makes sense because one of those goes to, that's one of the inputs to TriStar. So thank goodness that's not actually TriStar. All right, so we've got this row is short, and then we also had some heat here on PP1V1 CPU 0 FET. All right, so let's first deal with the 1V2 SD-RAM. So what are all the possibilities for how it is that 1V2 SD-RAM is likely short? And we're going to go measure it. So let's just measure it at this one. And I bet it's this guy over there that's actually the cause. But let's find out. All right, back to the multimeter. So let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of this. And we're going to go over here to measure with the multimeter. 1V2 SD-RAM. What is your resistance to ground? We'll find out. All right, let's see. Thermal camera is one of the best investments that you can make for short detection. Well, other than your face, you're absolutely right. Yep, 1V2 SD-RAM is short to ground. But why? Any capper chip on the line, and we are going to pick the ugliest one. Now, the short is not going to be where the heat is. Coils aren't going to get short. The coils can't possibly be short. Why are they getting hot? They're getting hot because the thinnest wire gets hot. We got juice coming from the battery, coming through the power management chip. It's going through the coil, which is a thin wire, and it's going to go dump into ground at a spot that is maybe this guy, or, ooh, yeah, these 2 little dudes. Or one of these guys, or what are our other choices? Is that it? Okay, up on the top side, it could be 2 little dudes there, these 2 big guys, somebody on the side, and nothing else. All right, so those are all our possibilities. Now we're going to pick the ugliest guys, and we're going to get rid of them on that line. So let's start over here in this row. And let's start by making this phone at least look like ZXW does, all right? So we're going to have to look at all of those dudes, all right? So this whole row actually looks not bad. So that is not going to be the ugliest guy, all right? Then let's look over here. And is it the little guy? Because I already knocked off his brother on the basis of ugliness, extreme ugliness. So let's look back and see, who was it over there? Number 1, 2, 3 in that row. So let's see. Number 1, 2, 3 in that row That's this guy. All right, let's just see. Are you the reason that 1v2 SD RAM is short? I don't know. You look ugly. But are you ugly enough? Are you ugly enough to be a wire? I don't know. We'll find out. All right, let's see. Okay. Poor Colin lost his thermal camera. That's some bad news. It's really sad. Nope. We still have a short 0.01 diode mode. So you might have been ugly, but you're not ugly enough to be the only ugly guy in town. Yikes. All right, let's see. Hey, Jessica Jones, wait until you get an iPhone 11 and 11. I got a couple of them back there. That's actually, I forgot. If it hadn't been for this olive phone, that is what I would have been doing for the stream tonight. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how exhausting it is to teach for another whole day and continue to work at night. Now let's see. All right, so we've kind of looked in this area and we aren't seeing anybody particularly ugly. All right, so now let's jump up here and look around this area. Now these guys are tiny little dudes. These guys are not capacitors. We can't just knock them off. So we got to be more judicious. We got to be more careful. All right, so let's go see what's up there. So that's on this side of the board. So we're going to flip this side of the board. And we're going to look around. And none of those guys really look like they're the problem. And definitely not these guys. All right, so now we don't know. From visual exam, we don't have a clue. We don't have any idea what is the reason why 1v2 SD RAM is short. So that means we are going to have to look for heat on the other side of the short, not on the PMIC side. So we need a wire. We're going to have to solder a wire. We're going to have to inject the voltage right into 1v2 SD RAM and see what lights up. Let's find out. Let's find a good spot. Where's a good spot to do a little injection, let's see. Probably not at these coils. Let's find a nice looking spot. So let's get this out of here so you can see. And we're going to pick a good looking spot together. Now when I look at these coils, there's a piece of salt in here that I didn't really notice before. Do you see that? This is still salt. Salt from the olive jar right in between this. Ugh. Can we dump it out? Look at that. This little turd of salt. Like, goodbye, salt. Little tear. Could it have been that just that little grain of salt was connecting something? Was it the salt? Let's find out. Let's just check to make sure that we still actually have a short on 1v2 SD RAM. Yeah, we still got a short on 1v2 SD RAM. Man, that's crunchy. Now this should be an underfilled. Yeah, it's an underfilled PMIC. It can't really get under there. What is it though? All right, so now we got to find a place to inject. So we're going to find a spot where we can inject, and I think we're just going to take one of these end guys here. So we'll just stick a wire right there. So spin it around. And we'll solder a wire on. And we'll inject 1v2 right into it. That wire's thick. I don't really know where this wire came from. This does not look familiar. Who put this wire here? All right, let's reset the old DC power down to 1 volt. Oh, I know what we should do. Student Mendy left to short killer. We should kill a short with the short killer. That's a good idea. Actually, I might save this to do in class tomorrow and kill the short with a short killer just for fun. We were thinking about playing around with it. Okay. Does that make a short? Nope. That is not a good wire. It's too thick. Where's my red wire that I use for this all the time? There it is. Hey, little buddy. So did you guys hear? There is a new dog in town. A new iPad Rehab mascot. We got a new little puppy. So cute. Little puppy, little pug puppy named June, because all the good things come in June. All right, that's a much better short detection wire, I have to say. All right, super excited. All right. Does that make a short? Nope. 1v2 SD RAM, what's wrong with you? You don't want to be short now? You don't want to take any... You don't want to... Uh-oh. Did we kill the... We killed my squid! My squid has no more red light. Oh, squiddy. Squid, no. You're all right. What happened to you? We have to fix the squid now. Oh, I don't think I have the... I don't think I can fix the squid. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Shoo, squiddy. I thought you were dead. You were just... I thought you got yourself electrocuted. That would be really bad. I don't want that to happen to you, squids. All right. Okay. Now, what happened to the camera? Now we're going to look for heat. You got a new dog. Lots of training to do. This dog is awesome because this dog we got from a nice Mennonite family in Pennsylvania, and this dog is unaware of the fact that some dogs poop in the house. Not this dog. This dog is like, no, I've never actually been inside a house at all. And I've lived my entire life outside, so of course you poop outside. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The hotspot is the underfilled iPhone 5 PMIC. When it has all of these possible choices. Look at all of these delicious choices to be the source of the short, but not the actual PMIC. No, it doesn't have to be the PMIC. No, it doesn't have to do that at all. But it is. Let's make sure. Well, that stinks because I really, really, really don't have an iPhone 5. Yeah, there's no way I have an iPhone 5 PMIC. No way. No way. Nope. It says the only thing that is remotely hot is the iPhone 5 PMIC. Well, that stinks because I really don't see a way that I can get another one for this stream. So that stinks. What should we do? Should we give up? Or should we at least see if taking off this beautiful iPhone 5 PMIC will at least cure the actual short circuit? What should it be, chat? Should we try and take off the PMIC even though I don't know where I'm going to get another one? I don't think I could harvest one because they're underfilled, and I'm not even sure I have a stencil for one because the iPhone 5 is old. All right. Never give up, says Colin. The short killer, yeah, let's see if we can burn it out with a short killer. Let's see if we could. This is one where I would love to use the short killer. The short killer would put a hole in this board, but I don't think that Mr. Olive guy that sent us this phone would really want us to use the short killer to blow a hole in the PMIC, although I really, really want to. If this wasn't here for data recovery, we would blast a hole in the PMIC with the short killer right now. But we can't do it because that would be wrong. That would be wrong. The memories trapped on this phone, they better be worth it. All right, so I think we have no choice but to take off this dude. Okay, so off with the PMIC. Gosh, where would I even have put the last time I ever did have a... Oh, where would that be? I used to have this tub that would have... Gosh, where would that be? This is a time for Christy and her hoarding ways. Help me out, Christy. Surely she would have saved something like that for a moment just like this. Christy, do you know? Christy, are you watching? Christy, if you know where an iPhone 5 PM... You know what we should do? Let's text Mark. Let's ask Mark if he knows. Let's do it right now. Let's see. I'm going to say, Mark, who this is his night off. Let's do it right now. Go to iPad Rehab chat and say, Mark, do you know where an iPhone 5 PMIC would be? Question mark. Send. All right, we'll find out. See if maybe Mark has a clue on this. Try and reflow it. Well, that would not make any sense because reflowing is not how you fix something that has electrical damage. This is not going to be water damage. This is electrical damage. Why? Because there's underfill all the way around this dude. So there's not really much of a mechanism for how a chip like this could come to be damaged. It doesn't really have a way for water to get under there. So, and reflowing isn't really going to help. You're not going to be able to break apart some balls like that. All right. Where are the PMICs? Oh, Mark answered me. Let's find out. Let's see what he says. Mark says, oh my God, he said, there's one of those narrow trays with some older PMICs to the left of my scope base. Wow! It's in some spot where it foots within a foot. I'm live streaming iPhone 5 PMIC if you're around. Let's see, maybe Mark will come back and has not had enough beers that he wouldn't be helpful to assist on this mission where we have to fix the Olive phone. All right, well, we're gonna at least take it off, and then we'll make a decision. There we go. Is it really underfilled? Yeah, man. iPhone 5 PMIC was underfilled. If it wasn't underfilled, then there's no way that it could survive the kind of swimming in the brine pool that this thing's been through. All right. All right, now let's see what kind of dude can we use to get this sucker off. Let's see what Mark says. He says he is back at home. Are you already streaming now? Yeah. Yeah, obviously you're not a subscriber, Mark. Doesn't even get the notifications. What a shame. Let's see. I think that it's highly unlikely that Mark, as dedicated as he is, I don't think that even Mark on a Friday night would get up from home come back into the shop for some utter nonsense like this kind of a job. Well, look at that burn mark on that coil down there. Ouch. Alright, where's a good spot? Oh, look at that. How convenient. Well, there looks like there is a little bit of salt under there. Okay. Let's look at the chip. Not heavily underfilled, but it does have like shades of salt balls on there. Oof, that's rough. All right. Mark must have 2 different living quarters. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can clean this up a little bit and at least figure out if the short is gone before we go on a hunt back at Mark's station. I do wonder if Mark would be so afraid of what it would be like for me to be hunting around at his station to try to come up with wherever an ancient iPhone 5 PMIC might be. Would he dare to come back in to try to help out? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Man, I haven't done this job in a really, 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 really long time. Okay. All right, let's get rid of that guy. All right, now let's find out. Do we still have a short on 1v2 SD-RAM? Don't you touch my tweezers, says Mark. Mark? I'm all alone with an underfilled iPhone 5 PMIC. And my multimeter went to sleep. All right, can we like, Mark, can we like play hot and cold or something where I'll like take the camera back to your station and you can help me find the iPhone 5 PMIC? And huzzah! The 1v2 SD-RAM short is gone. And I'm guessing that the PP CPU 1v0 will also be gone as well. And it is indeed. All right. Drop Mark's tweezers one by one on the floor until he gets there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Mark. Gonna come do an iPhone 5 PMIC? Whoops! Oh, sorry. Those were your blue ones. Silver ones are next. If you're not here, set a timer for, well, how long does it take you to get here? 10 minutes? Tick tock, tick tock. Okay. All right. Now let's clean up some of this underfill and see. Start rebuilding the pads that I chewed up with the tool. All right. And then we'll see if it's truly a miracle. And maybe God will smile on us and we'll be able to find an iPhone 5 PMIC back there. I'm not really sure. All right. All right, let's see. iPad Rehab charges me a lot for shipping. Remember, we don't charge anything for shipping. You gotta call and talk to a person. Our janky web store does not calculate international shipping. You have to call us and get a real quote from a real person. All right. Time for the Zen-like art of getting rid of underfill. Man, I have not done this job in a long time. And then we're going to face the music on the torn pads over there and see what we really need. I did not think when I picked the fun little iPhone 5 from the Olives and I read the note, did not think it would be a all-night whole big thing. Definitely didn't see myself picking out underfill on an iPhone 5. Nope. This would be where, if I actually made edited videos, this would be where I'd be speeding up right now. And if you are watching this, and it is not Friday night in June, you should hit fast forward right about now. All right. It's been a long, long day. With all the construction going on in Wisconsin. Foxconn's being built there. Yeah. Gonna have to go make some night missions. Yeah, you think there's gonna be a lot more things, schematics fall off a truck, or a lot less? I did think it was pretty cool. I read the headline this week that Apple pretty much said, yeah, we can't build robots that can take phones apart and put them together. We're gonna have to keep having people do it. And I was like, yes, my job cannot be done by a robot. Excellent. Here's all the ground pads. I do think it's kind of odd. Like, why can't it be done by robots? That makes me a little bit concerned. Like, I really don't think it's that hard to put together an iPhone. And, you know, if we want to have, like, you know, if we want to really get to the Jetsons level of life, I would think that we should be able to have robots that can put iPhones together by now. A little bit bummed out about that. Row, row, row your boat. Gently, gently clean the underfill. Clean the olive salt. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a torn pad. Yeah, there's some torn pads in there. That's gonna be some jumpers in green. Faux shizzle. The good news, tomorrow we're doing MacBook Day at the course. Yeah, we're going to teach some MacBooks. And that means that for anybody that wants to say, what about doing underfilled chips like the iPhone 5 PMIC? Go watch this video for homework. This kind of reminds me of the iPad mini PMIC. Alright. Is Hawaii considered international? No, of course not. Neither is Guam. And it's always crazy, you know, where according to the postman, Guam is right down the street. U.S. territory. U.S. mail. So if Guam is our neighbor, you can send a letter to Guam with a stamp, which, by the way, I was surprised to look up. Do you know how much stamps are? Last I heard, they were like a quarter. Stamps are 55 cents. That's how you know you're old. Back in my day, Someone make Jessa a pot of coffee. Ha! Somebody make Mark deliver a pot of coffee and an iPhone 5 PMIC. Do places even sell iPhone 5? Can you buy one on eBay anymore? At what point do things for independent repair become vintage? I mean, the iPhone 5 PMIC, as far as I'm concerned, is vintage. That's pretty vintagey. Okay, coming around the corner. Getting close to the end of this part. Oh my. Hi, Jessa from South Australia. I was on your website last night hoping to get an opening tool, but I can't find them. Because we're in the voting stage. You're supposed to be telling me what kind of fun thing this should say, other than iSesamo. How about don't put your phones in olives? How about it should just say, at least you didn't drop your phone in a jar of olives. You know, kind of like when you're doing a repair in front of somebody and they feel terrible. Well, at least you could be worse. This phone could have been at the bottom of a jar of olives, which is truly bad. Even when it makes you think that it's all super fine. It comes right out of Ultrasonic looking beautiful. Nope. You're still going to be scratching mud out of the bottom of an underfilled power management chip. Because that's how bad evil, dangerous, deadly olives are to an iPhone. Alright, now this little bro. Is it Mark? Oh my god, Mark is here! Yes! Yes! Yes!
I don't have any coffee.
Mark's here! This is amazing! Oh, now I'm going to get in trouble for yelling. I can't believe you showed up. This is great. By the way, if you come over here with an iPhone 5 PMIC, that's going to be impressive. I mean, I will be impressive, and I will... What's the last 3 digits on it? Please stand by. Oh, here we go. The last 3 digits are 131 338 S11 31, and it's black, and it looks like that. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! OMG. How the hell did you know where that was?
Because
That's crazy!
you know how you haven't changed an iPhone 5 PMIC in a long time?
Yeah.
Because the last couple I've probably done.
Really? Wait, when was the last time you did one of these?
I mean, it's probably been 6 months at least.
6 months?
Well,
you mean like you've done one this year?
I've been on vacation. No, not this year. So, I don't know. Last fall.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
I
did
think-
they go bad? Like, what was it? Did you fix a phone that was in a jar of olives?
They do develop an internal short, but I've only seen it a few times. It's one of the, like, 1v1 or 1v2 lines.
Yeah, this one had a 1v1. The CPU FET line. It was maybe a 1v0. It was 1v2 SD RAM was short. And this phone, I mean, look at this. That's the pieces.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, uh-huh. So it found its way in through the underfill?
Look at the note. That note is hilarious. The detail of the note is what made me pick this one.
Olive phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it really went into mouths. But look at how he like describes the brine.
Yeah.
That's my fave. All right.
Only the upper hand.
Ahmed says
Only
pick
the
the
upper half.
tweezers up. Yeah, sorry, Mark.
Oh no, I put the stream on immediately so I would know if you went back there.
Oh.
I'm keeping an eye on
Yeah.
you.
Did you see the part where I was gonna start taking your tweezers hostage and dropping them on the ground until you showed up?
That's right about where I started.
That's where you said that's it. Where's the keys? So that was in effect highly motivating strategy then, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Very, very cool. Now, how many pads did you tear up on the last one of these that you did? Because I might have taken a chunk out of the corner of this one.
I'm sure it was like 6 or 7 no stuff. I think I might have had to run one jumper.
Yeah, I'm afraid to look how many jumpers I got to put in this little corner. It's a bad corner.
I mean, I've done them before.
Yeah, I'll hide it
had to
behind
do
your
like
head
5
there.
or 6 jumpers.
Okay. All right. So we're done with the underfill part, and now it's time for the sad jumper. All right. Hello, Mark. What's the choice of brewski tonight? Yes, Mark. What's on tap?
It is the you're on my beer time right now, but now I'm here and I have to wear a mask and I can't drink my beer. It's the
You need to make some kind of
Epcot
invention.
Village Blueberry Wheat Ale.
Oh. Oh, we had a question from a former student, which
Okay.
is how do you prevent the head on the microscope from going drooping?
Yeah, so I have an answer to that, but it's easier if I could show.
Well, you can't show it on this one because
Yeah.
this
All
one's
right,
busy.
so you got the whole head piece,
Yep.
and it rotates on an arm, right?
Yeah.
So you keep that arm coming straight out behind your head, and then it won't rotate anymore. So that's what drives me nuts about the way you have yours,
Yeah.
is because if this little strip right here was straight behind it, it would never rotate.
Well, it doesn't rotate now.
Oh, it only if you touch it and try to, adjust the focus.
Oh, well, don't ever do that. Just
Yeah.
nobody on my channel. Nobody cares if anything's in focus. It's more about conversation and just like, are we really gonna actually try to fix an iPhone 5 PMIC, or is that just insane? All right, I don't even know where this one goes. All right, so time to investigate the problem area, which is going to be right here. Okay, sounds good. Dark beer. I've been kind of liking the Guinness Extra Shout. Pretty good. Try it sometime if you haven't. You know what I drink?
Yeah, the Guinness Extra Stout is good. This one's not dark. It's just in a dark bottle. It's a pretty light
I
one.
drank a Sam Adams, as opposed to the good stuff, Miller Lite.
Yeah.
And it
You
was
were like, holy
I-
crap, this
I
tastes
think-
like something.
well, I mean, it was okay. Like I didn't have to like send it back.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Sam Adams Summer Ale. It was okay. I mean, it
Oh.
was no Miller Lite. I mean, don't get me wrong. If somebody said, "I will trade you for a Miller Lite," I would be
I mean,
like, "Yes."
Summer Ale is like the weakest of the Sam. It's the most like Miller Lite of all the Sam Adams you could get.
Okay. Well, nothing wrong with that. All right. So it's the starter. It's the starter.
Yeah,
beer.
it's like if Sam Adams wanted to make a Budweiser type beer, it would be
Okay.
a Summer Ale.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So we're gonna look here in my corner of doom. All right. So we have. Let's see. This side's okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and then ground. He's all right. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the ninth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy is battery NTC, but he looks okay. I think he's all right.
Okay.
Here, what do you think? We'll click back over to this. All right, so we're talking about. He's right here. There he is. See, he's still there. He's all right. He's tough. He can hang.
There's enough of a pad there.
Yeah, he knows how to. He knows how to.
What, you got an NC gone, and then you got a.
All right, so then
guys.
it's this NC is gone, so it's mostly just 1, 2. Yeah, I mean this is 1, 2. Who are those? Who are those dudes? Let's look them up. All right. Okay, so over here straight across.
Yeah, the next two.
Yeah, I got this guy, but not him. Dumb old PP1V8 SD RAM. I mean, obviously nobody needs that.
Hey, I wonder.
All right, so we can measure on the chip to make sure that we have some continuity there, and we'll just root it around if we need to. So we don't need to worry about him.
Maybe.
And yeah, we
Hey,
definitely
yeah.
need to worry about
Alright.
him. All right. And then this guy's definitely going to be no stuff, right? Yep, so he's no stuff. All right, I think it's fine. No rebuilds of any kind of pads are necessary. Sweet. Okay. All right, so then we're going to make that clear for everybody. So we're looking at, everything looks all right up in here.
Rest of that's all NC.
Rest of what? That's NC. This is NC.
In that top right corner, there's a couple missing up there.
Oh, up a couple. Yeah, those were never missing. Those were like flicked off. Those were NC.
Yeah. Okay.
During the like scritchy scratch stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they were. What? Yeah, no, they're those guys. Okay. So I think I got to do, now that it has dried out a little bit. I like to be really thorough with the underfill. Would you like to reball a 5 PMIC, or you don't think it's necessary?
I would probably toss some room on it just to.
You would what?
I'd
Not
it-
reball?
I would reball it with 138.
Yeah, I would reball it with 138 too. That's what I'm gonna do.
You just like want to make sure all the NC pads are just out of the way. Make sure you don't have to worry about those guys anymore.
I just like to freak out like the viewers, like, oh my God, she just tossed another pad. Oh no, will it? Oh no.
That's what you should do. Like, just find a chip that has a ton of NC and do a stream of, let's see how many pads this chip really needs.
Or
Turns out it's 7. The EMMC is for any, like for the S3, ton of NC pads. You can take off so many pads and the chip's fine.
Strong, like cool. Okay. I think that's fine. All right. And now, do we have a stencil? Well, let's see. This is pretty amazing. All right, now for the next stroke of luck, we need to hope that the iPhone 5.
If I remember correctly, it matches the 5C.
I don't have a 5C anymore. Are you kidding me? Wait, you have a? Oh, look at it. They're like they still have the underfill in
Did
the
that garbage get taken out yet?
Oh God, yeah. Wow, that's.
I bet there was a 5 stencil in that.
That is really funny. We right before course week, we were like, look at these old stencils, and we threw them away. We were idiots. Why'd you let me do that, Mark? Why didn't you get Christy up in here? She would have never. She would have never stood for that.
Okay, 4S stencil. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean this is a harvest and reball already.
Oh yeah, I mean they all are.
I mean, yeah, but I don't see why I need to go with 138. I think it's fine.
Yeah, probably.
And it'll
be
keep
fine.
this nice and short. So we're going to not reball it. Especially because we don't have a stencil, since I threw it away after all this time. Apparently, I threw away the stencil that we need only 4 days ago.
Maybe.
Okay, PM IC Jenga. All right. Let's see. Now, do you have any idea where the dot was?
On the A1 pin.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
I'll keep that in mind. Now, I had somewhere around me a bin of. Oh, yeah, here we go. Look at this, so organized. I know where everything is. It's like so tight. Did you read about how he was like, olives were submerged with brine, which, by the way, is water, vinegar, and salt, for several hours? Do you think he means the olives or the phone? I
Well,
feel like
mean,
he's telling me how he made a brine.
Yeah, I mean, you have to submerge the olives for several hours. To
All right, this donor board is not going to help me tell where they... Oh, yeah, it is. There it is. There's the top of the apple. Okay. There's...
right at the A1 pin.
Yeah, exactly. Right, yes. There's my little dot. And it's pointing up here to the coils. Okay. And so now we know how to put this chip on. We'll get a little bit of little flux in here. I might tin my little nubs just to make it like eliminate any potential chance of problem.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tin my nubs. Tin up the nubs. Everybody likes tinned nubs.
Do it slower.
All right, I have some. I've been trying to get chat to give me some ideas for what should go on the iSesamo.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't seen any good ideas yet, though.
No good ones? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not known for good ideas.
Chat is known for awesome. Did you hear that, chat? Are you
I
gonna
said
take that from
quiet
Mark?
enough, they couldn't hear me.
He just said chat is not known for good ideas. That's what he said. Oh, he just said it should say Mark sucks. All right. Okay, I tinned my nubs. That's good enough. All right. Hey, there's Mark Herring. Mark Herring, you're good for good ideas. What
Yeah.
should the iSesamo say that doesn't the everyman Sesamo? Like the iSesamo that we'd all would want to use. What happened to the chip? It's gone. It's like it is no longer here.
It did not want to be involved with this at all.
Oh, here it is. It was hiding. That's right. Yes. Black chips matter, Mark. All right. That is an example of what not to do. Now we're going to rotate it around so that we've got the dot going up at the coils. All right, let's see. He's blocking the view, says I'm not done. I bet that is done, though. All right, yes. Let's do. I don't think there's anything to see here. Here we go. There we go. Ah, look at that. All right, now everyone can help me find the dot. Is this correct? I want my new PMIC to look just as good as this OEM PMIC. What do you think happened to this? Like, how does it? That's a serious fire.
Yeah.
How does that happen? And how come there's not more like stories of like, phone caught on fire and burned down the house? Like, that's a pretty big.
Yeah, I feel like if we had burned that hole in it, we would remember doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sure that did not happen on my watch. I'm 100% sure. All right. Now let's see. Let's see if we can... That seems too low. Let's see if we can do a little dance. All right. Woo! Where'd you guys go? Rice peeler. I void warranties on one side and crowbar on the other. Repair crowbar. I kind of like repair crowbar. All right, let's try to get this on. Nice and easy. Wouldn't it be funny if my short came back?
Yeah, that would be great.
Great, be fantastic.
Give it a little nudge.
Well, I might. I don't really need it to nudge here.
I think it's on there.
It is now. There. No nudge required. I freaked out a little bit when I looked for heat, and what got hot was TriStar. That's a ripoff. on this. Have an underfilled TriStar right next to the CPU that gets hot because the phone looks like somebody dipped it in an olive jar and then dried it on the wood stove.
And then you flipped the board over and realized it was PMIC.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize it was PMIC. I realized there's a short, and then, farted around for a while. It's 1v8 SDRAM, 1v2 SDRAM, which then I injected, and
I was gonna say, why didn't you just isolate the short and inject the 1v2? No good?
Because there was another short, and because I was convinced that it was within the PMIC, and I'm gonna fix this phone, and I'm gonna use it. It's gonna be my phone. I'm gonna throw out my iPhone 10, and I'm gonna use the olive phone. It's gonna be my phone again. All right, let's see. Oh, that's still hot. A piece of solder. All right. How we doing, 1v2 SDRAM? Beep. Yay. Now, how are we doing main, which tends to get bad when you do these PMIC jobs? Oh, it's not good.
Oh, no.
But I bet it'll be all right. It's gotta cool down.
It's naturally low on these.
It's naturally low on these, and it's naturally low when you heat it up. But we're still gonna wait until, I think it should be like, what, 0.15 or something like that? Yeah, it's 0.081, and it just needs to come on up to 100 to stop beeping.
Yep.
And then it'll be fine. All right. Okay, we got to vote for it. Should say, I choose right to repair. I wonder if they do double-sided ones, though.
Oh, yeah, that's the same sticker on both sides.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, that's pretty
They'll
cool.
do anything if you pay them enough.
That is true. All right. Measles-looking mask. Measles? You think is yours upside down?
Is it?
Did I make it upside down? Or did you put it on upside down? Doesn't it have like some metal in it? Is that up at the top? Yeah, it's gonna be upside.
Yeah, it's at the top.
Yeah. So
No,
it's supposed to be like that.
I think you made it upside down.
You should fire whoever made that mask. Is obviously incompetent. Okay. All right. Plot twist: the person that dropped this phone into olives is Oliver Tree. What is the person's name? I like to know everybody's name. Another guy named Sam. Sam's phone again. That's it. I'm going to do streams that are just from people named Sam. If your name is Sam, I will fix your phone on stream. Whoa, what happened there? Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. Did it cool down enough for us to actually test this mofo?
Yeah, it's good.
0.1. No more beepy on Maney. All right.
Let's see this
Wait a
work,
minute.
then we can end stream.
Did I put on the right chip? I mean, I had to because the short's gone. But I don't understand where this chip came from. Where's the strip?
I think both ends of the strip had already been opened a little bit.
Nope. There's only one. Uh-oh, Mark.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh, no. There's one missing PMIC. Oh, no.
Did you put the
Oh,
one that you
no.
took off
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No way. That couldn't possibly happen.
There's one.
Is there underfill on that chip?
Yeah, well, there's not on this one.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I might have put back on the one I just took off.
And this is why I record the videos beforehand.
Q's tech service is looking good, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So you've just got like maybe 3 balls are actually making contact to hold that thing on there. The
Yeah.
rest of them are just up in the underfill.
Let's look at it on an angle and see if we can get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm mostly concerned that I don't see the old chip. Like it's gone.
Yeah, I know.
That's the most
the old
concerning,
chip is
you know.
missing,
Like,
the
old chip is missing.
on the table.
The new chip is back snug in the wrapper. Oh no. Stop laughing like you've never done this. Because I know that...
Oh, I don't think I have.
You have. Everybody has.
So resoldered the underfilled chip back on.
You're
I mean,
distracting
I've done
me.
some things, but I don't know if I've done that specific one.
All right, I'm gonna have to take it off. Okay, the chance that I might have accident. So, this is what not to do. This is just make sure everybody's paying attention. Let's see. In the what not to do category, don't wake up Mark and have him come in from beer o'clock. It's not worth it. You'll never live it down. Whatever happens.
I'm glad I didn't miss this.
It's gonna be bad tomorrow. And how many days will it take you to forget that this happened?
I mean, at least 10 years before you don't.
10 years. Oh. Wait, that's Fred. I'm sure I've soldered on chips before.
I'll probably still be like, hey, you remember that time you soldered that
underfilled PM that you didn't notice that the chip you were putting on was the underfilled one, the dirty underfilled one that you took off? Remember how you were sitting there measuring main and whatever on, and it was the same chip that you took off, that it was like barely on there?
Hey,
Remember when you soldered? Yeah, I know. Well, if it had more than 3 pads attached, I would try it. All right, now I got to get this sucker off without. Let's see. Let's go up a little bit. Got to get this sucker off without tearing up my NTC pad. That's the worst part of this. Oh no. There we go.
Well, let's have a look.
Let's have a look. Oh, it flew away, so we'll never know for sure. We'll never know for sure. Oh, do you see it?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be even more pissed if this is not in fact underfilled. It looks pretty clean. Mark. Wait, that's it. It's mighty hard to tell though. Look at how. It's hard to tell. Yeah, that's some underfill. Yeah. Yeah, that's an underfilled chip right there.
Oh, this is so worth it.
Oh man. You're like, I was sitting back at home thinking, I'm not coming in there. Now I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
This is a great idea. This is one of my better ideas.
Totally worth stopping, having a beer.
I was like, I was really bored at home, but not anymore. Not anymore. Have you texted Lewis yet? Oh, just as live on
God,
stream,
yeah.
resoldering on an underfilled iPhone 5. You might see, her. Okay. Now looks like we're gonna get to clean up these pads again. Fun times. Okay. C. Burgess says that I should buy Mark a 6-pack and then he'll never mention it again. I don't think that he would even take that deal.
No, I'll never mention it to him again.
Yeah, that's a pretty noob. I don't think I've definitely resoldered on chips that I've taken off before. Oh no, I lost my NTC. Oh, rest in pieces, NTC. That stinks. Rest in pieces. Oh well. All right. Round 2 coming up. Round 2. Here we go. Alrighty. You guys should all go out for some brews and live stream that. I will be going to, I'll be laying down and watching some Hulu and trying to go to sleep. Oh, I didn't lose my NTC. Yay, it's still there. Yay. What a great day.
Now, did you check that all those SD RAMs? Oh, if you had done that, you would have realized it was underfilled.
Yeah. Or I probably wouldn't have, because it's like just super dark black.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
I mean,
If it hadn't have been already put on, it would have looked brand new if it was new.
huh?
You know.
But look at it. Like, you
Well,
think
yeah,
that
but
I can look at that and
the
just look at that and go, that's not a new chip. I mean, it looks new to me.
The only reason
Just-
it's questionable is because you know it's already been put on and taken off, so yeah, it's hard to tell on the camera.
Looks legit.
I'm sure through the microscope it's very clear.
Nope. I'm going to put both of these chips out and then I'm going to play like one of those shell games and say, all right, which one should I put on, Mark? It's hard to tell. The only other time I can remember really putting on the wrong chip is looking around my desk and seeing that there was a TriStar like 1610 chip since we'd started using the other kind.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking like it wasn't on my desk. I'm putting it on, and I remember thinking, wow, that strip's got a 1610 one in it. And then I soldered it on, and then I saw on my desk was the 610, and I was like, oh, I get it now. I get it. That wasn't the right chip. Okay, I get it. Yeah, this is a nice little shitty Reball from China. All right, here's a pro tip. Always look at the bottom side of your chip before you put it on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I usually do.
Yeah, I usually do. But sometimes I don't, when I'm doing things like
You're
live streaming.
just gonna reflow it?
Yeah, because it looks like crap.
Yep.
I want it to be kind of like warmed up. I want to make sure that I can't see exactly where the dot is, spice it up a little bit. I want to similarly make sure that what even made me notice? Like, why didn't I actually go ahead and test?
Because you found the untouched chip.
I kind of wish I had tested now and then been like, huh, that doesn't work at all. Damn. Oh, this word's really messed up. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what if the
Hitman
new
Hack
chip-
says, hey, Jessa, be sure to not accidentally put the old chip back on. I will do that.
Where's
Yeah.
the old chip?
It's right here, obviously, Mark. It's so obvious.
Is it-
Where is it? Do you see it?
Yeah.
There it is. Look, and here's the new one. Pro tip, hold the new one upside down. Balls up. Yep, see? Can't tell exactly where the dot is. It's all part of the plan. All right. I think it'll be fun. We had all sort of fun stream ideas for a Mark Jessa head-to-head kind of stream, because we could stream from a second station right here now. One of them could be that we each prep 2 chips, one's the old chip, one's the new, and then you just pass it over and you gotta pick and put it on without looking at it. Could be fun. All right, so this goes on something like that. All right. Why you didn't test the old chip with no shirt? Mark told me it was a bad idea.
Sorry, it was my fault.
Yeah, because the chip had a short inside it, and the only reason it appeared to not be short is because it would not have been soldered on half, because it's just going to be, kind of like sitting up high. And I will say that it did feel a little high, but it seemed to really shift and nudge, so I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, no nudge required, because that might alert me to the fact that this chip is pretty much like a wedge. Yeah, God forbid. Yeah, so something's high in this deal. What is it? Any kind of little jujubes under there, or is it just super warped? I think it's just super warped. Okay, let's hide. Come on, hide. Oh, that didn't work out. Where is it? There we go. Hide. All right, now let's see. Let's try this again, shall we? What's more fun at 10:30 at night than putting another iPhone 5 PMIC? Something that you rarely get to do. So why not do it twice when you could have just done it once? But what's the fun in that? Why do something once when you can do it twice? It's kind of like measure twice, cut once. Yeah. I say measure none, solder twice.
Replace PMIC twice, test once.
Yeah. Remove once, install twice. It's all kind of the same thing, right? There we go, buddy. You can't see. It's all fine except for the solder balls popping out of the backlight driver, but other than that, it's fine. Do you remember that in the iPhone 5, the backlight driver is underfilled?
Yep,
And
it sure is.
And it's right there. Yep. And I'm sure that this solder ball popping out of it is fine.
That is specifically why I probably would have reballed with 138.
But would you have actually like gotten? Well, you would have to remember. Hey, remember when you worked on iPhone 5, like back in 2013? Yeah, remember how it had an underfilled backlight driver? That's too old. Obviously, you're not 40 yet, Mark. That ship sails. You know, you're gonna things like, oh, by the way, the iPhone 5 backlight driver is underfilled. That's gonna be.
And
that's
even
be
cutting
gone.
the underfill between it and the PMIC won't be enough to jog your memory.
No. Obviously, you're not 40. Duh. No, of course not. Jeez.
How many iPhone 5 backlight drivers have you ever changed? Even one?
Never. None. Zero.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you?
No.
Yeah. No. Of course
That's not how backlight
not
ever
a thing.
failed in those.
I mean, I've changed the coil plenty of times.
Well, I mean, that's the first thing you go to.
Right. Obviously.
In an iPhone 5.
That's right. It's
you
always
check
the
the
coil.
internet and you're like, oh, it's got to be the coil.
Yeah.
Change that.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's check on some shorts. Let's see how many shorts I was able to make. Is this doesn't look super straight though on this side. What do you think? It's a little sketch. Could be a little sketch.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
I don't know.
It looks good from
I don't
here.
know. I got no SD RAM short. That's a plus. And now let's check on our buddy VCC main. 0.83. That'll come up just fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. It'll be fine. Have you considered Lewis's with the anti-Apple chip orientation tool? I don't know what that is. Do you watch Lewis anymore?
I never really did.
I watch Lewis about as much as I watch this channel.
Yeah, I see Lewis in person more than I see him in videos.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that. Like I have no idea what. Like he had some, like cup merchandise for sale with about this Eugene thing. Like, I know he got ripped off by this Eugene thing, but I don't really know what the cup thing is. All right. I would rather deal with SD RAM short on an older phone than the newer phone. How about you, Mark? Would you rather do this or an iPhone 7 SD RAM short?
That, yeah.
This?
Yeah.
Even after doing like how many did you do this week?
Like, says 7?
7 SD RAM shorts. That's a lot. But it kind of is like pancakes.
And there's less room or more room for error with this.
I know, because like you have to remember which chip you took off, which chip. I mean, with the SD RAM, I mean, it's easy for you because you know, they're like ground off and gone, or, you know, when you take them off, then they're like all floppy and look like
prepping
saucers.
the top of the CPU is a significantly more difficult than,
All right,
than
0.111.
prepping the board.
We're back in business. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this phone's not going to have any backlight. Let's see. All right. Let's see what happens. Let's go back. I mean, this phone could still have a ton of things wrong with it because it was quite salty.
Oh, it could have a short under backlight driver now.
You could have that as well as many things. Many things that it could maybe have.
Or maybe it's just.
Where would you like to store these?
I'm gonna take those back.
For, like, I might need them in 2 years. I did a stream already called "This is the last iPhone 5 I'll ever fix," and now I'm gonna have to update it with this one. This is the last iPhone 5 that I will ever attempt to fix. All right. The phone fell into a container of fermenting olives. Yes. Okay.
Is Bailey held hostage here until this is done?
Pretty much. He's like, "Yep." Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
All right, so now we've connected it to DC power. What will happen when I ask it to prompt to boot? Will it show us some other kind of short somewhere? Will it be totally brain dead because it did have a CPU power line short? Or will it boot up just fine? I don't know, let's find out. Or will it be completely unresponsive to prompt to boot?
We got no 1v8.
We got no response to prompt to boot whatsoever. Is the squid working? My squid died earlier, but it's working now. Let's see.
Or maybe missing 1v8 is what was wrong with the board that they pulled that PMIC off before they reballed it.
Could be. Could be, but we'll never know. Good thing I didn't put electricity through it when it had the wrong the wrong thing on there. Now let's prompt to boot with a dock. Where could we come up with it? With a there we go. Wait, you have an iPhone 5 dock?
Yeah, I was cleaning up and organizing my test parts today. That dock has probably been back there since I needed the PMICs back here.
Wow. Wait, do you keep the dock with the PMICs? I have a bunch of docks, but I'm pretty sure they're all bad for iPhone 5. I remember them being bad. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, prompt. And it doesn't do diddly. It does not respond to any kind of prompting to boot.
What? That's a little weird.
I think we need another PMIC. Like, we probably should try a second PMIC.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, I just gave them to you and you took them away.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
I don't know where they are. All right.
I'll watch you do that on stream on my way back to the house.
Yeah, PMIC is on there beautifully. Look at those beautiful looking balls. Nothing wrong with it.
That might have been the bad one I took off, because I remember reballing it and sticking it back in the package now.
That better be a fat lie. That better be a lie.
That's probably the right ones. Is this my
Huh?
port? You got your
No. Well, I don't know. I had a port, but I don't know what happened to it now. If you want to take that port, that's fine.
Take that.
Or we could just keep all the 5 stuff together and call it the 5 archive, and that's where everything is whenever anybody needs to work on a 5.
You let me know once that's built, and I'll add to it.
Okay.
But until then,
All right.
I know where it's in.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Where is the good old iPhone 5 PP 1v8 always? Let's see. Well, we'd have to dig up a schematic to find that. Oh, I don't know where it is. All right, well, there's really nothing wrong with this beautiful PMIC that's on there now. However, it does not, I mean, there's really no reason why it shouldn't boot up just fine now. beautiful new PMIC. All right, we're gonna have to find where PP1V8 always is and see why it does not like it. All right, so let's plug this in, do a couple of tests. And with these, like the iPhone 5s that there are all harvested China Reballing chips. So you never know if they themselves were working. Such is the nature of repair. Which, that's really like what the right to repair would be awesome. Okay. No longer salty balls. There were lots of PMICs that were bad floating around. Yep. At first, I thought we were lucky to get any PMIC whatsoever. Now, not so much. All right, let's just kind of make sure we're getting main over here. Survey says main voltage is present. Now, let's look up and see PP1V8 always. Where is it? I think I will try one other. You're always trolling Lewis. Or are we? All right, where is the schematic? I'm going to do check for 1V8 always, put on one of these other PMICs, and then that'll be it. Then it's time for bed.
I'm going to go check for coyotes out back.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
There was a coyote yesterday.
At iPad Rehab?
Yeah.
There was coyotes?
Yeah, I went out the back, and the guy that's doing the construction across the street was just leaving for the day, and it was like right before you walked out, there was a huge coyote walked through the back there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna catch him.
Okay. Was it like on Pokemon Go?
He didn't look like the type. But maybe that's a Pokemon? I don't know.
A Pokemon. All right, PP1V8 always. Oh yeah, it's by R20, R22. Let's go on a hunt and find it. All right, let's move out this chair. All right, so we got to do a voltage test to find out where 1V8 always is. Here it is. Is that the best place to measure it, those guys? All right, we'll measure it there. Okay. Well, you can still see the little hint of this chair. All right, we're going to measure PP1V8 always at the bottom side of R20, R22. So let's measure it. V for voltage. Survey says 1.8. Okay. Well, if that PMIC can generate PP1V8 always, then we can short it to ground. Try to wake this sucker up. And it makes a big short. But what is it? What gets hot? Let's try again. So we're going to prompt it to boot by touching 1V8 always. And it's chillaxing at 260 milliamps. Let's see what it doesn't like now. All right, back to the hand cam. All right. What? All right. What's getting hot now, fellas? 255 milliamps. The PMIC, you gotta be kidding me. The PMIC right over there. What line? Now we're kind of, this is like a deja vu stream. Is there any other spot? It doesn't like something right there. All right, let's see if we can figure out what line that is. This is like a total restart. This is exactly how this started out. So long ago. All right, it is hot at kind of close to these guys over here. What could it be? Obviously not main. One of these. Yeah, let's check to see if it's something to do with the old charging stuff, because that stuff we could take off. And then maybe everything would be fine. Let's find out. Let's find out. What can we measure right there? Let's go back under the microscope. All right, so now we're going to see what line is short now. Red probe on ground, diode mode. Yep. That guy right there, which is, isn't that charger in? Let's find out. Ding. Yeah, this is VSW charge. VSW charge. VSW charge seems to be short to ground. Okay. Well, I don't really need for VSW charge to be short to ground, although gotta check on it. Let's see. It's gonna make our old VCC main low. That's hard to tell if that's what it is or what. All right, where's that go? Nothing. The PMIC mark got a hotspot.
This the third?
No, this is the same one. So what I did was I located 1V8 always, which, was, surprise, by good old U3. Remember U3? So R20, R22, and so then 1V8 always is there. So I just said, here, why don't you go to ground to prompt it to boot. And then it was hanging at like 200 milliamps, and the hotspot is right here at the PMIC, which I can remember. Like, didn't this like charger stuff get hot before? Like there was this charge VSV thing.
PMIC getting hot around there.
So
way back then.
Yeah, way back then. So I think what I'm going to do is just take off that charger coil, because I don't really need it to charge, just in case the only thing wrong is that single spot right there. Because I think charger damage to some PMIC from the floor in China makes a lot more sense. That's going to take forever. Well, you're like, do you know how? Try to be the weatherman. Like, it's really hard. Try to do the 10-day forecast. It's really hard.
This PMIC here, this PMIC here is a piece of shit. So we're gonna get rid of this coil.
Yeah. All right. Is the PMIC even good? I'm gonna go with probably not. Hey, all right. This is short here within the PMIC. This is main. Main is no longer short.
Okay.
So we have just cut off that piece of shit spot in the PMIC. Holla! Yeah, baby. Just isolated that bitch. All right. How we doing over here? Yeah, that's the thing that I was like, see, remember this? Like, your main stops being like 0.1 after you take that dude off. Remember that?
Yeah.
You never
actually,
did that before.
No, I remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But the
Okay.
reason that it's 150 instead of 300 is because of that dude.
Mm-hmm.
And now everything's gonna work beautifully, and we can all go home.
Huh.
Yeah. Do you doubt? All right.
We're about to leave, Bailey.
Pack up your stuff, Bailey. We're about to go. You can go ahead and get out in the car. All right, here we go. Short's gone. Weathermen are always wrong, says I'm not done. That I secretly think really is done. Okay. So far, so good. We don't have any kind of leaks on main. And now let's go back to seeing. I really don't remember which one of these is the power key. But that's not working. So we're going to go right back to good old 1V8 always. Right here. Let's go find it. We're going to go measure 1V8 always. We're going to do a little voltage test. And 1.8 volts. So now, let's wake this sucker up. What do you say, Mark? Is it going to work?
Oh, it's going to work fine.
It's going to work great. All right, here we go.
I'm
Ground.
sure you have a good iPhone 5 screen just ready to go.
I totally do. And survey says
Oh.
it is 45 milliamps. 45 milliamps to nothing. 45 milliamps. 45 milliamps. Come on. Drag yourself out of the olive pit. You can do it. Starting to think that PMIC might not work. The PMIC that had the big short in it. Manny, oh man. Boot. It's flashed up to 47. Can you do it? He says no. I don't think that PMIC works, Mark. I mean, it's possible that this CPU is dead because it certainly did have, some.
My guy in China said these were harvested from only the finest free-range iPhone 5s that the China market has to offer. They were grass-fed.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about this? Let's take off a backlight driver. Just get rid of that variable. Because what if, under that sad backlight driver, maybe we have a little problem that's making a little bit slightly brain dead. I don't think that's very likely. But let's eliminate variables. And then I think I really will, since having come this far, slap on another PMIC to make sure that it's in the same state. Because I don't like the fact that it can't deliver its juice out to the power button. What's up with that? Come on, bro. Why are you not sliding off? There you go. There you go. Just to be sure. Just to leave no stone unturned. We're going to make sure that we don't have any kind of I2C balls under the backlight driver, which is underfilled. There. No more backlight. No more backlight for you. All right, let's speed up here. Here we go.
Yes, let's.
Let's do. We're going to go to speed round now. And speed round says 44 milliamps.
Not so
And
good.
it's not so good. All right, one more PMIC. One more PMIC until we get to heaven. One more PMIC till we go home. This one, Mark, unlike the other two, is going to work out great. Those were just those were just like a warm up,
Okay.
just like practice. This one's the real one though. Because you know what they say? The third time is the charm. Not the lame first time or the second time. Those times are for losers. It's the third time that's the charm. TriStar, PMIC, hammer. I like that idea. Okay. Well, I got a nice place to come and pop off this chip now. There we go. Watch what I'm going to do now, Mark.
Okay, watching.
I'm taking this PMIC and I'm taking this trash can and I'm putting it in there.
Ah,
Now,
that's actually the shield bin.
the shield storage bin. All right, now do we still have, there's no way that we still have an NTC pad, I'm sure. Do you know why this has happened like this so far? Failure to braid. This is all it's all brought to you by our partner Gootwick. All right, replace PMIC. If not working, throw it in the nearest olive jar. That sounds pretty good. I will do that. I will take you up on that sound repair advice. It really doesn't look like there's any reason why it shouldn't work great. It should indeed.
Did you, when you opened the phone, did you smell it to see if it smelled like olives?
Oh, I'm not allowed to smell. I wear a mask. I don't smell anymore. Smelling is so 2019. Okay. All right. Here comes another one. I'm really glad that we have more than just the one. All right, here comes one. All right, which one is it? Let's have the chat vote. Should I take 1, 2, 3? Why is this one in there upside down? That seems sketch.
That's the one. That's the one that I
1,
took off of a dead
2,
board
3,
and put back
4, 5. Wait, you reballed this one?
in. Yeah, that had a short inside it. Reballed it, stuck it back in there.
Okay. Number 2. All right, I'm gonna do it. Number 2, based on the sage sound advice of Q's Tech Service. Book. There we go. Right here you go, Mark. Now, by the way, when you run out of these, don't be confused. There's one that's actually at the end. You'll have one more left.
Well, after you recover that one, take it
Yeah,
back
exactly.
off,
I
PMIC.
will, and it will become the PMIC.
That'll get a check mark. It'll be
I
really
don't
good.
know about this one. It still seems to have some underfill on it, but Q's Tech Service said it was the one. Oh, this one. All right, Q's. This one's got a bite taken out. I can see a hole in it. Now I'm gonna reject it. All right, go. I'm not doing one with a hole. Go fish. And I'm gonna guess that the one that was upside down was similarly rejected. Like, no, that one's got a hole in it. So I'm gonna put that into the reject bin, and we're gonna go for door number 3. All right, we'll take it as just as long as it doesn't have any frank holes. It looks a little chewed up. It looks like.
We can't tell.
Oh yeah, that got way blurry.
I don't know. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What could go wrong? All right. the China solder, you can just tell though when you that these were reballed with solder that was made in an olive jar. Like it's just it doesn't make nice bowls. It doesn't make nice shiny bowls. Bowls, they kind of are a little gritty. They don't firm up nice and plump like you like them. Nice shiny plump balls. All right. Okay, should be fine. All right, did we take number 4? We did. This is number 4. All right, chat. Chat says number 4 is going to work. I believe in you, chat. I believe in you, chat. I know you wouldn't let me down. I know that you wouldn't just troll me like Mark. All right. Let's see. Oh, we have a customer. Who is it?
We're closed, sir.
Come back tomorrow. Sir, please get out of the candy jar. Sir, that is not for you.
Oh, yeah, chips.
Mark, I dare you to eat some of the pizza from lunch. Okay, well, this is really drifting out of focus pretty bad these days. All right, here we go. Christy came to get you the stencil. That'd be hilarious. All right. This is it. This is the one. This is the time. This is for all the olives in Italy. All right, it's happening.
Bailey's getting into the coffee now.
He's drinking coffee at late night? That's a mistake.
Well, I mean, he expects that we're going to be here for at least another 3 hours while you go through every chip in that strip.
He'd be wrong on that front. This is it. It either works or it's time to put it in the trash can. And we'll call up old Sam and say, look, if your name's Sam, we're not going to be able to fix your phone. That's just the way it is. This is me putting stuff away. Here you go. How about we stick this all in this thing? This is donor board 5 is the legacy thing. Right. We'll put the look, it's already got a battery and a charge port right in here. Who knew?
All right.
Look, here is the working iPhone 5. This is the one that used to be the iPad Rehab business phone.
All right, but I just want it to be made clear. The next time you need an iPhone 5 PMIC, you'll look back on the time where Mark knew right where they were, and you'll be like, I wonder where those 5 PMICs are.
You think I should give them back to you?
No.
And you should, well, I mean, should we? I mean, it's a very valid point. I mean, I'd hate to have to remember the shit myself. Raise your hand if you're over 40. That's not the person that should be in charge of remembering where things are.
I have a good friend that just turned 40, and that made me realize that.
Let's just tell everybody, hey, it worked.
All right, it's good to go. while the board is still right there.
Yay! The test parts work. It's a great day. I mean, this phone still boots up. That's what's crazy.
I stand corrected. You did have an iPhone 5 screen on standby, the old work phone.
Yeah, duh. That's my brain.
Yeah.
However, see, look.
Oh, it's got lines though.
It works. Oh, look, this is the time that were you there at that time that we took my dead mom's ashes?
Yes, at Ember.
Yeah.
Took her out to eat at Ember.
Yeah, it was Lewis and Sonny and and my dead mom.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's a fun time. Okay. I we're not going to need it. But I don't have a janky screen. I'm not taking this one apart because we don't have any backlight. But just in case, Bailey, are you drinking coffee at 11 p.m.? Because that's a bad idea. Huh?
He's working on homework tonight.
I have a lot of homework. Wasn't today the last day of school?
No, he's got homework.
I'm pretty sure today was the last day of school.
Bailey would not say he has homework if he didn't have homework.
Bailey may have not done the homework that was due on the last day of school. That's my guess. But what do I know? All right, let's see what happens. Maine is A-OK, as usual. We're like 3 for 3 on these amazing PMIC installs. If you ever wanted to know how do I install an iPhone 5 PMIC, hit rewind. Plenty of times to find out right here on the stream.
All right, fire it up.
Okay, I am now going to fire it up, and everything's going to work out great. Okay. One guy said the fourth one is always fun. That is a lie. That is fake news. I remember back when I sat down here, which I believe was at 8 p.m., a mere 3 hours and 9 minutes ago. And I thought, what would make a fun little quick stream that I could do instead of the phone call one that I was going to do?
Mm-hmm.
And I picked this little olive phone because I thought it sounded hilarious that the phone had gone in the olives and that he was talking about the brand.
iPhone 5s, those are almost always solvable.
Oh, we got back our working power button.
All right.
Ooh!
All right.
It might be working.
Looking good.
Ah, I think it's gonna work.
Really good.
Hello. Now I'm gonna need a screen with no backlight. Get me one. Get it. Come on, Mark. This phone is booting according to the DC power. Yay. I'm not done, says you picked the low-hanging fruit. Like the olive, do the olives like hang low? That's what I picked. The fun little olive phone. Not the...
No.
God damn it. If I have to take apart the business phone iPhone 5 screen just to... Grr.
Maybe.
Come on. Surely there will be an iPhone 5 screen in here. Oh, here's one that says no backlight. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right. This is going to work. This phone is booted up. Which really kind of goes to show that
Okay. No.
This is a good right to repair stream.
No iPhone 5 screens.
No.
But.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoop.
Loose one.
Yes.
But I want you to guess how many 4S screens we have.
None. We sold them all and never ordered more right at the exact correct time. Close?
11.
Wow. 11.
Yeah.
All right. We need 11 more people to send an iPhone 4S and then that's it.
All right. Well,
I'll save one in case my toilet phone ever gets wrecked.
I mean, this looks like it's.
I think I found one.
Okay. This looks
But-
like it's in pretty good shape.
Okay. That does look pretty good. That looks better than that one. Okay, guys. Let's see. Will it actually show image? And watch it be like, yeah, it boots up, but it doesn't have touch. Well, that's too damn bad.
And then you'll get touch and it'll have no detect.
Well, no, I'll get touch, and then it'll be wrong password. Oh, I didn't know you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is actually my mom's phone. She died, so I don't really know it. Okay. I like that the power button works again. That's pretty jazzy. Okay. First, plug it in. Just seeing if you're paying attention there, Marky. All right. Next, prompt to boot. All right. Does it make an Apple logo? Oh,
All right.
look at that! Boot, 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 mofo. You can do it. Boot. I think it needs a little dance or something. Boot, motherfucker, boot. Pretty sure you have to say something like that. Billy, earmuffs. How old are you too old for earmuffs? I think 14 or 15?
How old is old enough for Game of Thrones?
I mean, I know the iPhone 5's take a long time to boot, and he looks like he's gonna do it. Come on, you can do it, buddy. You can do it. Just forget about all those olives. Forget about the mean things they said to you. Forget about like how salty it was and how your backlight just went, oh, just. Yay! I see the lock screen.
All right, is there touch?
All right, let's find out.
Is there touch?
Too hard to tell, but I think so. Yes, there's touch. All right, give me his passcode, quick.
That's only one half of the paperwork.
Oh no! Oh no! Wait, I think I know what it is. Oh no! Oh no! There's like 2 people left on stream to go like, yay! All right. Okay, I need a doc. All right, we have to look up the ticket. I'm pretty sure it's this. So.
The ticket number is not on here.
I think it's this.
It can't. Oh, that is the passcode?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Okay, let's see if it is. All right, we're gonna let's take this away while we see what if we can get into this phone or not. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm pretty psyched that this phone boots.
Yeah, that's great news.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Slide. Okay. What was it? Correct passcode. Boom! Yay! 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 Look at that, everybody. The olive phone is alive. Yes! That's a good one, man.
Yeah,
I told you
job.
I love. Oh, look at the little baby. Look, isn't that cute? See the little baby face? Oh.
Always try a third PMIC.
And yeah. If at first you put the chip on that you just took off and you try a second chip and it's from China, it's all filled with shorts. Always try a third PMIC because a third time is the charm. Look at that. That is great, great news for Sam and the olive phone. And there you go. What to do if you do drop your phone in olives. Fart around a lot, get Mark in here, and have a fun Friday night, and end up getting the data. Yes, you tackle this phone. Awesome work. Thanks for sharing, Jess and Mark. First time catching a stream. There you go. All right. And that's all there is to say about this one. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for all sorts of fun times.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. All right, I got to hit stop here.